Yes. Welcome to the course on Microsoft SQL Server DBA. Sir, as part of this course, what we are getting here, daily recorded sessions, I will share you, okay, so that you can go through again whenever it is required, daily recordings. So initially, I will share you first 1, 2 classes on my YouTube channel. Later, what I will do, I will share you with our private link. Okay, right, right. Okay. Next year, I think, yeah. Please rename yourself if somebody is. I can see here some names with the phone names like Redmi, OnePlus, Nord. Please rename yourself. Just in the right side, if you click on your name, right side button is a rename. Right. Mhm. Yeah, same. We have connected 2 times. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Check it. Here, what we are getting here, we'll see very fastly. Then we'll start the technical things. Check here daily recorded sessions. I will share you so that you can go through again. Then I will share you like module wise nodes. Okay. Generally, here no need to write the nodes. If you want, you can write down the main points. That is your choice. Generally, whenever I am discussing the scenario, so scenario that yeah, I will discuss like real time scenario. Uh, yeah, at that time, what you can do if you want, you can write that notes. Anyhow, it is recorded. Okay, no need to worry. Whatever I am typing, anyhow, it is recorded. Okay, right, right. Okay, then. Next one, sir, we'll see, like I will provide you FAQs and scenarios. Means what? Like FAQs are there, FAQs and scenarios are for interview purpose. Okay, regularly asked questions and some common scenarios which we are facing regularly in real time. Okay, those common scenarios also I will share you, which are very, very important for us. Okay. Yeah. So that is these are very useful for us. These scenarios are very useful for us in real time. Right. So in the same way, I will share you some extra material. So in this material, we have some extra concepts which are not covered in these notes. Plus, here we have like regularly used scripts. I will share you. Scripts are very, very important for us in real time. Remember, suppose you want to see like which user has what access, for example. Okay, anything, whether log shipping is working fine or not, mirroring is working fine or not. That's why, yeah, for monitoring purpose, these scripts are very, very important for us. Suppose let's say like your manager is asking database growth report. Okay, let's say I want to check the blocking scenarios. I want to check the deadlock scenarios. All these we can capture here very easily with the help of scripts. That's why remember scripts are compulsory for us. In while working, remember scripts are compulsory. So that's why I will share you the regularly used scripts. Okay, right. Okay. These are see like at the last, our team will share you sample resumes. Okay, if you want it, yeah, I can ask them. So, that by using that sample resume, you can prepare your resume and you can start attending the interviews. Okay, right. These are I will actually after once you register, once you pay the fees, I will share you my WhatsApp number so that while practice, if any doubts are there, any questions are there, you can ping me on the WhatsApp. Okay, so that whenever I am free, I will try to resolve your issues while practicing. These are see what we are getting as part of our course. And generally, say along with the concepts, we'll see the scenarios also in detail. No need to worry. We'll discuss what are the common scenarios are there, regular scenarios are there in real time. All those scenarios we'll discuss in detail. Okay, no need to worry. Right. That's why remember at any time if you feel some doubt or any question, please type in the chat panel. Okay, chat option is there. You can type immediately so that we can discuss. No need to worry. Fine. Okay. Check here to learn this course. What are the prerequisites are there to learn this course or to work as a SQL Server DBA? What are the prerequisites are there? First one is here like SQL basics knowledge is required for us. SQL basics knowledge means just how to work with the commands like select, update something. What is table? Okay. What is view? What is stored procedure? Then basics knowledge is required for us. What is index? Generally say like for SQL basics, what I will do, will share you like 4 to 5 hours videos so that you can go through that videos to learn what SQL basics. Means if you don't have knowledge, generally we know already as part of our course, engineering course, BTech, we have like we will go through the RDBMS concepts, right? So let's say if you have not gone through that, we don't have any idea, no problem. So you can go through these recordings. Okay, so to get what basics knowledge. In the same way, we need some Windows basics. Okay, actually, Windows basics are there. Means already we are familiar with, but once again I will refresh one time. Same thing for Windows basics also. I will share you the 2 to 3 hours recordings. Means here we'll see how to create Active Directory server. Okay, so how to create domain users, groups. Okay, how to configure IPs, how to add the servers into domain. Okay, these basics are required. Actually, it is not our job, our Windows team job. But here, while practicing, we need the knowledge actually. In real time, it is our Windows team job actually. In the same way, how to configure Windows cluster. Okay, this knowledge is required for SQL DBS. That also I will provide you recordings. Okay, to maybe 2 to 3 hours is enough for us. So that generally remember while practicing like SQL cluster always on, we need the concept of Windows cluster while practicing. That's why this I will share you the recordings. Here both are prerequisites actually to work as a DBA. Not compulsory, but if you have knowledge, then it is added advantage for us. Okay, right, right. So both we are providing what recording so that you can go through parallelly. Clear, right? If any doubts are there, anything is there, please type in the chat panel immediately. Right? It's clear, right? Gokul, Raju, any doubts are there? Please type in the chat panel. Sheikh, Harinath. Okay, so if any simple doubts are there, just type in the chat panel. So yeah, I will try to answer. Right, right. Okay, so just here we have seen what we are providing as part of this course and what are the prerequisites are there to work as a yeah admin. Okay, SQL Server DBA. Okay, so we'll see how we are working in real time as a DBA. SP means stored procedure actually. Okay, stored procedure. Stored procedure is nothing but one program actually. Program. Okay, so this index is used to improve the performance. Generally, in our textbooks, we have index pages, right? Index pages. The same thing here also, we can create the indexes actually to get what better performance. We'll see that again. Okay. SP means what? Stored procedure. Okay, which is used basically to implement what some business logic. Our developers will write this stored procedure. Okay, right, right. The same way, like this index is used to improve the performance. Index is used to improve the performance. Right, right. Okay. We'll see that later also. Again, no need to worry. Yes. Okay. Let's see what we'll do. We'll see how we are working as a DBA. Generally, remember any database administrator, maybe it is SQL DBA or Oracle DBA, any DBA. Our job is what? Maintenance. Okay. DBA job is what? Maintenance. Okay, so means what? Like once you enter in the organization, we have servers are there. Okay, yeah, everything is there. Already servers are there. All are set up. All are ready actually. But what we need to, we need to monitor regularly. For example, say tomorrow once you enter in the organization, total setup is there with us. Server setup is there with us. So our job is what? Our job is monitoring. Monitoring. Okay. So that's why remember, like as a DBA, our job is what? Monitoring. Monitoring and troubleshooting is our job. Just remember, our regular job is what? Monitoring and troubleshooting. So that's why say like as a DBA, our major responsibility is what? Monitoring and troubleshooting. Means what? If any issue is there, we are troubleshooting. Okay. Right. So that's why remember we are not developers, we are not testers. So whenever any issue is there in SQL Server, we'll start monitoring what is the exact reason why this issue is there. Okay, and we have to troubleshoot. To clear that problem, we are going to troubleshoot. That is the reasons here, like we need some in-depth knowledge is required for us. In-depth knowledge is required for us, to work as a DBA. That's why here say as part of our course, we'll go through in detail. In detail. So from day one itself, we'll start the concepts. That is the reason whenever any confusion is there, okay, any simple doubts are there, you can ask me immediately. There's no need to worry. Right, right. Then see, like monitoring and troubleshooting, what we are monitoring here. See, whenever you are working as a DBA, database administrator, we have to monitor what databases we are monitoring. Okay, all the databases are healthy or not, all our database servers are online or not, all these we are monitoring. That's why in general, remember one of our regular activity, daily remember in the morning, we have to send the health check report. Means tomorrow in the interview he is asking, once you enter in the organization, what is your first task? For example, see different tasks may be there. One of our task, remember in real time, is sending the health check report. Means what, will send the health check report to our manager, or like to some senior manager, or like database director will send the health check report. Okay, means what, all the databases are healthy or not. Like they say, like for that purpose, what we'll do, we'll go through each server, we'll check one by one server health, we'll send the report. That template I will show you, no need to worry. That means what, database and database server, okay, monitoring and troubleshooting is our job. Okay, see here, like what are the database servers? See, example for database already we know, right? Database is what? Just it is a collection of related data, like students database, okay, hospital database, inventory database, anything here, database. But to manage this database, we are using what? Database servers, right? Like SQL Server, Oracle Server, Sybase Server, MySQL. All these are database servers, right? That's why remember, SQL Server is a database, true or false. SQL Server is a database, he is saying. True or false? It is false actually. Why? Because SQL Server is not database. It is database server actually, right? Yes. So through this database server, we are managing the databases. Okay, that is yeah. That's what like examples for database is what? Example for DB is any DB, like school database, okay, HR database, inventory database, like this here, any database, sales, anything here. But examples for database server, DB server, yeah, various are there, right? MS SQL, okay, Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, like this here, PostgreSQL. So many RDBMS products are there in the market today, right? So that's why remember what we are doing by using Microsoft SQL Server software, we are managing the databases. Okay, right, right. Okay, that's like what is database? What is database server? Suppose tomorrow, if SQL Server is down, see, actual data is there in the database, right? But to work with the data, we are using this, yeah, RDBMS products or database servers. Correct, right? Yeah, all these points I think all we are familiar with already. Just for knowledge purpose, once again from scratch, I am discussing. Why? Because every concept we'll see from scratch, okay, so that everyone can follow. No need to worry. What are our regular activities in real time? What are the common issues are there? All those things we'll discuss as part of this course. Okay, no need to worry. Right. Check here. For example, this is my, see. Let's say whenever the user makes some transaction. Okay, user is making some transaction. Let's say I will open some app like phone pay, for example, or GPay or any app. See, whenever you are sending money, something, transaction, making some transaction, immediately remember in the background, request is submitted. This is our phone, right? By using mobile phone, I am making some transaction. First here, request is submitted to application server, app server, okay, where this application is hosted, phone pay, GPay, something. From there, request is coming to our SQL server in the background. See here, background. Then SQL server works with the data present in the database here. Means what? Finally data is there in the database. Means like how much the transfer was done, whether success or fail, all these details are recorded here. That's, remember, actual data is there in the database, but to store the data, to fetch, retrieve the data, we are using what? SQL Server. So, for example, let's say, that's why, remember, like generally we know, right? SQL Server, Oracle, Sybase, all these are our backend technologies. Means to implement backend, we are using these technologies, right? Yes. Okay. See here, like it's clear, right? SQL Server is different, database is different. But remember, tomorrow SQL Server is down. Yeah, our application works, our application is also down. Gokul, if SQL Server is down tomorrow, SQL Server is stop running. For example, application works or not, Prithvi, Sheikh, Harinath, application will not work, right? Why? Because if SQL Server is down, who will take the request? Yes, that's why, remember, application will not work. So means what? Downtime is there to the users. Means what? Paytm app will not work if SQL Server is down in the background. So Paytm app will not work. All the transactions will fail, or it will show processing, processing, processing. Right. So that's why if SQL Server is down, there is no data loss, but downtime is there. Application downtime is there. Right? But if database is crash, for example, here, if this database DB crash, for example, yeah, if database is crash, remember, there might be chances that data loss chances may be there. Yeah, SQL Server is just what? Connecting point, correct? Yes. So, yeah, that's why if SQL's database is down, remember, there may be data loss scenario, but in SQL Server, what we'll do, we'll maintain the standby servers also. Standby means what? Production server is there in Mumbai. Standby is there in Chennai. For example, in Mumbai, something happened, power issue or data center issue, no problem. Immediately, remember, applications can connect to this Chennai server. Okay, like this here, generally as a DBA, what we'll do, we'll maintain the standby servers. Standby servers. Okay, so that tomorrow something happened. Okay, tomorrow if something happened, remember, like immediately applications can start working with server, Chennai server. Clear, right? That's why who is going to maintain? As a DBA, we have to maintain this. As a DBA, we have to maintain what? All these standby servers, and we have to monitor actually data is syncing or not. From this production server database, data is syncing to this standby or not. We have to monitor daily. That is our job. If due to network problem, something, if data is not syncing, we have to troubleshoot that problem. Clear, right? Following all people, or any confusion is there? Raju, Sheikh, Harinath. If some simple doubt is there, please type in the chat. Gokul, it is clear why we need to maintain standby server. It is clear, right? Clear, right? Some question is there from Sheikh. Discuss that question. It is clear for all people, or any confusion is there? Please respond so that I can understand. Harinath, yeah, thank you. Prithvi, use the chart option. See there, one option is there, chart. Okay, the chart you can type. Gokul, Raju, it is clear what we are discussing. Yeah, correct. Compulsory standby is required here in real time. Why? Because we never know if something happened, network issue or data center issue or power related issue. We don't never knows, but we should be ready with some standby server. Yeah, correct. We can't rely on one server. Yes, correct. Yeah, I think it should be clear, right, for all people. Gokul, still Raju. Use the chart option is there. Okay, the Zoom toolbar, we have chart option is there. Just for interactivity, I'm asking. I think we are following, but just for confirmation or interactivity. Fine. Okay, just one point we'll see, then one question Sheikh is asking. We'll discuss that question. So, yeah. So, this maintaining the standby server in SQL Server, remember, to maintain this standby servers, we are using some concepts like log shipping, okay, database mirroring, okay, always on. These are the three concepts are there in SQL Server, which are used to maintain standby servers, standby databases. But today in real time, we are using only always on. Okay, so means what? Always on, always on. See, name itself is saying always on. Database is always on. Either it is on in Mumbai server or in Chennai server, but it is on to the applications or users. So that's why remember today, like if you attend the interview, they will ask more questions on always on. Okay, we'll see that in detail later. Okay, so I think it is very clear. So we are maintaining in SQL Server to maintain standby servers. We are using the always on concept. Fine. Mhm. That is like how the transactions are working. Yeah. So always request is coming from which server? Application server. See, user's request is submitted to which server? Application server. From there, request is coming to SQL Server. SQL Server works with the data present in the database. Okay, right. And we are maintaining the standby servers with the help of some high availability features like log shipping, mirroring, always on. But log shipping, mirroring are outdated already. That's why today we are going with one concept called always on. If somebody is working with Oracle, in Oracle we have data guard option is there, active data guard. Here we have always on. I think Sheikh is working maybe for in my understanding. Right. Okay, check here like, yeah, this is like just what we have to understand how the transactions are working, why we need standby server, and why we need what is the concept is there in SQL Server to maintain the standby servers. Right. Fine. Next year, like let's say we'll start with SQL Server briefly. We'll continue again. Okay. Right. SQL Server, just now we have discussed that SQL Server is what? One of a RDBMS product. Okay, developed by Microsoft. Actually, remember it was released first time in the year 1988 or 89. Okay, almost all 30 plus years back. But we have different versions are there right now. Our current version is SQL Server 2019. Current version is what? SQL Server 2019. Okay, right. Okay, so before that we have 2017. Like this here, different versions are there. 2016. 2014, 2012, like different versions are there. But remember, Microsoft has stopped support for 2012, 2014. That's why recently we have upgraded all the servers to 2016 or 17 or 19. Always latest version is better, but remember while upgrading it, we'll see later, it depends on the application. Suppose if the application is compatible only with 2016, we'll upgrade to 2016. If it is compatible with 2019, we'll upgrade to 20, like this year. We'll see that later. Upgradation concept we'll see later in detail. Right. But just remember one point, current version is what? Our latest version is 2019. Actually, 2022 also Microsoft is going to release, but still it is not finalized. Maybe in future we have to work with 2022 also, but it's still not finalized actually. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. So that is like then. Then let's say we'll see how we can connect and work with SQL Server. Check here, to connect and work with the SQL Server as a DBA, we are using one tool called SSMS. See here, SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. Anyhow, remember after 1-2 classes, I will show you how to install SQL Server in your laptop. So you can start practicing. Okay. You can start practicing in your laptop. No need to worry. Right. Right. Okay. Check here. Let me connect to SQL Server one time. I will show you how we are connecting to SQL Server, how we are working, just for starting purpose. Okay, how we'll connect to SQL Server and how we are working with the SQL Server, we'll see. Right, it is very simple actually, how we are connecting and working. Check here, I will open one tool called SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. See here, already have discussed, like I will show you like how to install SSMS, how to start working with. Okay, no need to worry. Okay, right. Okay, check here like SQL Server Management Studio. Just this is my server name. Okay, this FRR is my, one second. This is my laptop name, FRR/LIC is my server name. This, by using this login name, I am connected successfully. See it? Now remember, we can work with the databases, we can work with all the features. Okay, right, right. Okay, see like we can connect and work with the databases here. We'll work with all the features like how to work as a DBA. See, one of the main advantage of SQL servers here, we can work graphically directly like this. Suppose if you want to create new database, just right click new database, just type the database name. Okay, just say okay, database is ready. In that here we can create the tables. Actually, remember, database creation and creating table is not our job, right? It is our application team job actually. I mean, generally they will send the script. Okay, we'll run that script. Okay, so once I run the script, remember, so it will create the databases. We'll see that later, how after installing SQL Server, we'll see how we are running the script to create the databases. Step by step, we'll go. Okay, no need to worry, confusion may be there. That's why we'll go step by step. Fine. Okay. Check here, like then and see, to work with SQL here, see, that's why, like, as part of, as compared with any other technology, maybe Oracle or MySQL, our SQL, working with SQL Server is very easy for us. Okay, easy and simple. Right. So here graphically we can do the activities, or by right clicking also we can perform here any task like new query. We can work with the queries also. Suppose I want to check with which version we are working with, at the rate version. See SQL Server 2019. If you see like here 15.0 version, it is 2019 version. Okay. Right. The same way I want to see what is the server name right now I am working with. Right. See here. Yeah, LIC. Like this here, like single line commands, 1, 2 lines commands, we have to remember. Okay. 1, 2 lines commands we need to remember actually. But if lengthy commands are there, for example, okay, in that case, remember, no need to remember. We'll maintain the scripts folder as a DBA. Remember, we'll maintain one scripts folder. So we'll work, just copy paste the script and run. Already have discussed as part of our course. I will share you this extra material. Here we have regularly used scripts are there, and yeah, regularly used here question answers are there, scenarios. Module wise I have written actually. So issues and question answers, so that you can prepare this for interview purpose. Okay, right. So that's why remember scripts are very, very important while working. Like check how to check blocking, how to check deadlocks, okay, how to generate the reports of database health. For all these, remember scripts are compulsory for us. Scripts are compulsory. Right. Understood, right? Just how we are, just remember connecting and working with SQL Server by using one tool called SSMS SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, real time also same, how we are connecting and working through SSMS. Right. It's clear. Any questions are there? I think Muttaya has joined just now. Already I'm recording the session. No need to worry. Our front desk team will share you. Okay. So that you can go through that session. You no need to worry. Daily remember recordings are there. You can go through the recordings. Okay. After the class also, if any doubts are there, make the note down the doubts and send me WhatsApp message. Yeah. Any doubts, any people, please just type in the chat panel. Harinath, I think Jyoti have joined just now. Yeah, if any questions are there, any doubts are there, please ping me. Anyhow, I am recording the session. After the class, I will share you daily recorded session. Okay, nodes also already have said, module wise nodes is there. Okay, so that nodes also I will share you. Fine. Yeah, generally remember all the nodes, FAQs, okay, materials, scenarios, those things you can download if you want. But remember, recordings you can't download. So, you can watch up to 6 months. Means after completion of the course, maybe it takes 45 or 50 days, for example. So, yeah, till 6 months you can watch the recordings. Okay, right. Okay, then this is how we are connecting and working with SQL Server. Very simple here. Graphically, we can work with, as well as by using the commands also we can work. Always remember, after typing the command, just select the command and execute. Okay. select the command and execute. Very simple. Right. Okay. So that is it, how we are connecting and working with SQL Server. Already have said I will show you installation maybe after 1-2 classes. You can install in your laptop. Okay. You can start practicing. Okay. Whenever any doubt is there while practicing, you can send me the WhatsApp message. Okay, I will yeah, I will discuss like I will if those doubts I will discuss. I will, if anything is there, like I will at the same time I will answer. Generally I'm working here while in the office timings I may not answer, but after office timings I will answer you. Right. Right. Last point we'll see. We'll continue again. Okay, the next class. Last point here, important point. SQL Server supports SQL, which is a structured query language. Structured query language. Generally, remember, already we know, right? Every RDBMS uses here SQL commands. That's why tomorrow, if you are working with Oracle, Sybase, or any other technology, there also we are using what? SQL commands. SQL commands. Same thing here also will work with what? SQL commands like select, update, delete something. As well as for programming purpose here, SQL Server supports T-SQL. T-SQL means here transact structured query language. Transact structured query language T-SQL. Okay, so that's like both the options are there in SQL. Generally, we have seen if somebody is working with Oracle. In Oracle, we have PL SQL is there. Here we have T SQL. Okay, basically remember we need only this SQL basics for us. We are not writing any programs in real time. Our developers team will write the programs like stored procedures, functions, triggers, everything. We are not writing anything. Okay, right, right, fine. So that is like how we are working with SQL Server and what are the options are available with us. And last points here, SQL Server supports here like two types of working environments. Totally, we can say in real time, three types of environments are there in SQL Server. Okay, on which we have to work as a DBA. One is there like standalone environment is there for small scale applications. Standalone means remember we are using single production server. Okay, no standby servers. This is basically for non-critical applications. Plus for development purpose, for testing purpose. Okay, so we are going with this standalone environment. Whereas for critical applications, remember, we are going with cluster environment. Cluster environment. Okay, again in cluster we have two categories actually. One is Windows, SQL cluster is there, and always on cluster is there. Okay, that we'll see in detail. Means what? Totally tomorrow, once you enter in the organization, they will provide you KT, right? Knowledge transfer. In that, they will mention that they will have catalog actually. Once we enter in the organization, we have catalog. Means all the server details are there. In that, we can see which type of environment you can see like this. We'll have standalone, we have SQL Server cluster, then always on cluster. So these three types of working environments are there today in real time. First, we'll start with the standalone, then we'll go with these other options also. Okay, as part of this course. Once again, if you go through the course content, we'll start with installation configuration. Okay, then we'll see architectures, we'll see. Then we'll discuss the database architectures, if data file damage, how to handle scenario, log file damage. Those things we'll see one by one. After that, we'll go to security, backup restores, automation, replication, always on, log shipping, mirroring, clustering, performance tuning, upgradation. These are the main concepts are there here as part of this course. Just very fastly, I will list out. Anyhow, the course content, you can see that. You can ask our front office people, they will share you. Just here, remember very fastly, we'll start with installation configurations. Then we'll see working with databases. Here we'll see database architecture, database regular maintenance options. Then we'll start with security. So here we'll see how to create users, grant permissions, okay, all those things. Then we'll see backups, restores. Then we'll go with automation, how to schedule. Generally, remember as a DBA, 85% tasks will schedule. Okay, no need to wake up exactly 3 o'clock. No need to take backup. All these are scheduled regular activities are scheduled activities. But yesterday night backup failed. Then we have to troubleshoot. Okay, right. Then we'll start with high availability features. First, we'll see log shipping. Then we'll discuss database mirroring. Anyhow, we have discussed, we are not using these concepts today, but briefly we'll discuss. After that, we'll go to always on, which is important for us. Then we'll see SQL Server cluster. Then we'll see performance tuning. Okay, how to check the performance. Like regularly, we have blocking deadlock scenarios in real time, like long running query scenarios. We'll see that one. Then indexing, statistics, all those things we'll see here. Then we'll see one concept called replication. After that, upgradations and migrations. Main concepts here as part of this course. We'll see like some other concepts also. Fine. Any questions are there? We'll conclude the session here. We'll continue again tomorrow, means Monday. Any questions are there? Most welcome. If any doubts are there, generally here like our class will conduct from 8 to 9 p.m. IST. Okay, our scheduled time. Okay, so yeah, and it will go up to 45 to 50 days. Okay, so if you want to finish early, if you have already knowledge, you can attend 2 classes parallelly, morning and evening. Okay, right. Yeah, actually, like you can see, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, we have blog is there. My blog is there. You can see the blog. Azure-SQL.blogspot.com. Here, most of the scripts I have written here, commonly used scripts, but all the other scripts also I will share you, okay, as part of this course. Right, right. Okay, let's see what we'll do. We'll conclude the session here. We'll continue again, okay, on Monday. Right. Once again, thank you for attending. We'll see, okay, on Monday. So who are interested, or yeah, you can register by paying. You can pay through GPay or PhonePe. Friend desk people will provide the phone number. Once you pay, they will share you the materials, everything. Okay, so that we can go smoothly. Right.